Procrastination. I'm pretty sure most of us go through it, and I'm definitely one of them. You got something important to do, something that actually matters, and somehow you end up doing everything except that. You scroll, you clean your room, you research the best way to start, you answer texts you have ignored all week. You feel busy, but the one thing that matters still untouched. And the more you put it off, the bigger it gets in your head until a task that would have taken an hour has eaten your whole day. And here's the part that always got me. It was never that I didn't know what to do. I knew exactly what to do. I just couldn't get myself to start. So I did something about it. But first, I wanted to know why this even happens. And the research genuinely surprised me. Turns out it's not a laziness problem at all. Pychyl, a psychologist who spent his career studying this, puts it bluntly. Procrastination is an emotion regulation problem. It's not a time management problem. You are not avoiding the task, you are avoiding how the task makes you feel. And another researcher, Piers Steel, found the same root cause. His research comes down to one thing. We are wired to value what feels good right now over what's actually better for us later. And the fix these researchers point to is almost annoyingly simple. Stop waiting to feel motivated. Shrink the first step until it's basically effortless to start and just ask, what's the next action? That last part stuck with me. What's the next action? And honestly, I just love building things with AI. So I thought, what if I build something that does exactly that? Takes whatever I'm frozen on and only ever shows me the next action, nothing else. So that's what I built, a little app using Claude Code and Gemini. Now, some of you might be wondering, why build an app for that? Why not just open ChatGPT and ask it to break the task down? And you're right, it could. But the thing is, I already know the steps. For example, to make a YouTube video, I know I need to pick a topic, then research, then write a script, and so on. But that was never the problem. The problem is when I look at the task, I see the whole thing at once. And seeing all of it at once is exactly what freezes me. ChatGPT hands you the entire list, and whole list is the thing that overwhelms me in the first place. So I didn't need the whole plan handed to me. I needed something that just gets me started on the thing that feels too big. Because when I try to take on the whole task at once, I get overwhelmed. I lose interest and I go looking for instant relief. I reach for my phone. So I needed something that catches me right there in that 10 seconds where I have already given up and I'm about to open my social media. Just something that hands me one small step and gets me going. So I opened up Claude Code. Then I put it in plan mode and gave it my requirements and had it write everything into a single markdown file to guide the whole project first. Then I let it build, and honestly, a few hours later, I had a working app. So this is what I ended up with, a simple small app. You type in the one thing you are avoiding and it does a few small things to help you actually start. Let me show you how. The thing I had been avoiding most this week was editing this video. So that's what I typed in. First thing it does, it makes you breathe. Just for a few seconds. Partly it's giving the AI a moment to break the task down in the background. Then here is what it hands back. It's taken this big, vague thing, edit my video, and broken it into 5 or 6 simple steps. And if any step still feels too big, there's this, a little wand. I tap it and it breaks that step down into even smaller ones, like that. So nothing ever has to stay overwhelming. Now the second I pick a step, everything else disappears. It just starts one step and a timer. Just the one thing so I can actually focus. And within a task, I can drag the steps around, reorder them however I want to tackle them. Then on the home screen, where all my tasks are saved, I can start the one that matters most. So when I got a bunch of them going, that one stays my priority. And this is my favorite part. If I wander off and open another task instead, it gently stops me and reminds me to go back to the important one. It's not pushy. I can ignore it and carry on. It just nudges me back to what actually matters. And everything I do gets logged on a calendar. Every day I start a task, that day lights up. And if I tap into any day, it shows me exactly what I worked on and when, the actual task with the times. So I've got a real record of what I got done day by day. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. That's just a to-do list. You still have to open the app and do the thing. Fair. No app does the work for you. But here's the difference. When I'm frozen and open a to-do list, it just shows me the exact thing that's freezing me. When I open this app, it hands me a step so small I can't say no. And along with that, it starts the clock. A to-do list remembers the task. This one starts them. And to be clear, it's not giving me expert instructions. It won't teach me how to do the thing, and sometimes the steps are a little generic. But I guess that's fine because that was never the point. It just helps me to break the walls down so I can start. It beats the freeze. It doesn't do the thinking for me. And if a step still feels too big or too vague, I tap it and it breaks down further. Working on this app taught me the thing I keep forgetting. The task is never as big as the freeze makes it feel. That's really the whole idea behind the 2-minute rule in Atomic Habits. You shrink the first step down until it's small enough that you just start. I always knew that. I just needed something to make me actually do it. And I would genuinely love your help with it. If you've got an idea for a feature or something I should add to make it better, drop it in the comments. I will actually build it. Or if there is something completely different you want me to build next, tell me that too. So that's it for this one. And if you get stuck the way I do, remember, the task is always smaller than it looks. So just start. See you guys in the next one. Until then, bye bye.